Once there was a man who thought he was better than all men. He believed he was extraordinary. This may be true, but his pride was the biggest vice he possessed. The man worked for an environmental organization whose goals were to invent things to protect wildlife. He was known for his invention of the Wonder Straw, a straw that could be eaten right after its use. After his invention, people were ditching their plastic straws for this Wonder Straw. Wildlife was being saved. The story is told like this. He was bitter and envious of anybody who would receive praise over their own inventions. He became so bitter, he would sneak into people's cubicles and steal their ideas. One late night, he discovered a wonderful idea in one of his co-workers' notebook. It was the very idea that made him successful. As the man pitched his idea to the organization's board of directors, they pounced at the chance of starting this Wonder Straw project. The man received the approval he needed, and the straw was in its process of creation. He ruled with such wrath. He wanted it to be perfect, and so the straw was. He was brutal with his words and dehumanized his subordinates into creating this perfected vision of his straw. One night, as the man had drafted donation ads for his campaign, he felt a strange presence. What he saw did not frighten him, but only startled him. It was a strange creature that stared deep into his eyes with such an unwavering expression. "Who are you?" said the man. The creature looked at him humbly and replied, "I am your spirit guide." The man became angry because he did not know what it had meant. The spirit guide explained further, "I am here to help you evaluate your life. I will be the voice in the back of your head urging you to find your true path." "I don't need such ludicrous help. Just stay out of my way and we won't have problems." The man scoffed. He returned back to his drafted table and revised his ad. "What is this?" the spirit guide had asked. "It's an ad that will make me richer." "How will it do that?" "I ask for donations, guarantee the liberation of wildlife from human pollution, and keep 70% of the proceeds for my own pleasures. This will make me rich." The spirit guide, still with his unwavering expression, asked, "Are you happy?" The man looked at him with such disgust. "I just said it will make me rich. Of course happiness comes with that." And the man was right. His ad had brought him so many riches, only a few men in their lives had experienced it. The man flourished financially. His greed only demanded and demanded. It banged on the door with such force that the man fell helplessly to it and bought everything he desired. But he still was the same bitter and prideful young man he once was. He was still filled with emptiness, no matter what lavish materials he bought to keep him company. He found comfort in his gluttony. He fed his body poisons with such extremity that it only made him more wrathful. The spirit guide appeared again, asking him one question. "Are you happy?" "Don't ask me such a stupid question. Of course I am. I have everything." The spirit guide stood behind him in silence. "Leave. Your questions annoy me." The spirit guide vanished, and the man felt his presence disappear. It felt extremely lonely. Throughout his life, the man would further succumb to substances to keep him going, and his spirit guide would ask him the same question with every action he took. One day, the man sat down and did not get up to work or do anything. This isolated him from the rest of the world, except from one. His presence filled the room instantly. The man did not turn his head to know his spirit guide had once again returned. "Hello," it said. "Funny, you didn't start off with that question you always ask." "No," the spirit guide had said. "I must show you something." The man looked at him with suspicion. However, deep inside he was relieved his guide came back to give him company. "Fine, I'll listen to what you have to say." The spirit guide told the young man to close his eyes and open them once he felt light on his face. The man did just as he was told, and before him he saw a corpse. "Who is that?" the young man had said. "Are you happy?" the spirit guide finally asked, ignoring the man's question. "Please, spirit guide, answer me. Were you happy?" The spirit guide came to him and asked him if he was happy. The man ignored him all his life, until the spirit guide had asked him one last time as he stared at his own lifeless body. The man wept madly into his palms, his life filled with regret. "No, I was not," was his answer, but he didn't need to say it for the spirit guide to know.